Talking to yourself is something most people try to hide. They stop when someone enters the room. They lower their voice. They joke about it like it's a habit they shouldn't have. But psychology sees it very differently. Talking to yourself when you're alone isn't random. It isn't weakness. And it isn't a loss of control. In fact, people who regularly talk to themselves tend to share a few powerful psychological traits. Traits linked to intelligence, emotional strength, and deep self-awareness. If you do this, you may have been judging yourself unfairly. Let's look at why. Trait 1. Advanced self-awareness. People who talk to themselves aren't just thinking. They're examining their thoughts. When thoughts stay silent, they move fast and blur together. But when you say them out loud, your mind slows just enough to notice what's really happening underneath. You catch emotional patterns. You question your own reactions. You correct distorted thinking in real time. Psychologists call this metacognition, thinking about your thinking. That's why self-talkers often realize what they're actually feeling before they explain it to anyone else. This isn't confusion. It's clarity forming. Trait 2. Strong emotional regulation. Talking to yourself is one of the brain's most natural ways to calm emotion. When you say things like, "Slow down, this will pass," or "I've handled worse," you're not being dramatic. You're regulating your nervous system. Language gives emotions boundaries. Instead of being overwhelmed, you create distance just long enough to breathe. That's why people who talk to themselves often recover faster from stress and avoid emotional outbursts. They process emotions privately, not impulsively. Trait 3. Deep cognitive processing. People who talk to themselves think in layers. They rehearse conversations, simulate outcomes, work through problems step by step. This isn't rumination, it's mental rehearsal. Athletes, speakers, and high-level problem solvers do this constantly. When you talk through something out loud, you activate reasoning, memory, and language at the same time. That's why self-talkers often think ahead, solve problems independently, and notice patterns others miss. What looks like talking to yourself is often thinking in full sentences. Trait 4. A strong inner identity. People who talk to themselves tend to have rich inner lives. They don't rely on constant noise or external validation to know how they feel. They check in with themselves instead. That's why they often enjoy solitude, prefer quiet environments, and feel most like themselves when they're alone. Talking to yourself is a form of self-connection. It's how some people stay grounded in who they are. Closing. So if you talk to yourself when you're alone, you're not strange, you're not broken, and you're not weak. You're likely self-aware, emotionally regulated, mentally engrounded, and deeply connected to your inner world. Some of the most important conversations you'll ever have are the ones no one else hears. And that quiet dialogue, it's often a sign of strength, not something to silence.